Yeah. Leader is supposed to show up here, y'all. Hints, we're doing this. Here he is.
Yo.
Yep, welcome to a special nighttime part 2 edition of Broad Street Blitz Take with your boy Cool Cat Connor and my guy Leader. What up, Leader?
What's going on, my man? I just did a Follow Leader podcast, Villanova Radio, man. Been a lot going on, a lot of transfer portal, declaring for the NFL draft stuff going on. Been talking to a lot of local recruits and guys declaring and transferring. It's been one of them busy days, man. Crazy.
Yep, well, we do it because of you, so talk to us.
You know what? I'm definitely first thing we're gonna get on is the turmoil going on has to be answered, man. Has to be answered.
Leader, it's already been answered. It's done.
Yeah, but for people that don't,
yeah, they don't matter. Leader. Hold on, I gotta jump in here. I normally just leave you alone and go off until it's the end of the show. But I gotta jump in to say this. Acho, Chris, what Daniels, whatever his name is, full well these media people ain't gonna stop this. They're gonna take what all three of those men said. They're gonna twist it and say, "Well, now you gotta prove it on the field. Now you gotta prove it on the field. AJ better not have 9 yards, Dan." So full well those people ain't gonna stop.
Well, this team been going through. You know what? This team been going through shit since whatever, man. This team built for that. Everybody's built for that. So that's not the thing. Like people, for the people that like really blind. Listen, all he did was come out and he said something. They're best friends. Like, if anybody can say something, AJ Brown can say something to Jalen. But he didn't say nothing directly to Jalen. He was just talking about it was a specific thing where he was just saying with the passing game. We didn't say no name. We didn't say no play. The media is always.
Yeah, they turned that word, Leader. They turned that word and they turned that and they thought, oh, there's only one guy passing the ball, Jalen.
Like, the crazy part about that part is that the media is always looking for something. They're looking for
food. They is.
The 11-2 team with a 9-game winning streak. You think they're not looking for anything? Look what happened last year. You think they're not going to think about that? When the season started, they said last year. And you see how they handle it. You see what Brandon Graham is my favorite player on the whole team. Like BG, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Now, let me tell you what I feel.
Yep.
Okay, they shouldn't have said that. Oh, you shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said it. That's my guy though. But he shouldn't have. BG shouldn't have said what he said. But the thing is, they handled it. Like this is what people don't understand. This is not a locker room problem. This is just something that people was out saying. This is like people get to say stuff and then the media feeds off it. BG, they twisted that interview up so crazy. The way BG said that was not like he's saying something against them. He's like, man, they was best friends. When he talks about it, they was friends, and they not no more. And the way he said it was, they going through something, but they're not going through nothing. It's just like they peoples. And then BG didn't know what was going on. BG was speaking on behalf of, they was cool and maybe they not cool, but he was like, it was a mistake. He came out personally and said, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. I said it wrong. I shouldn't have came out, the way I did. That's how you handle it. They're handling it on the go. Like these dudes, they're not letting nothing mess with their success. Nothing. Listen, AJ said one thing that answers everything, and nobody's going to say this. He said, we're personally cool. We're personal friends. Like, we're friends. Like, y'all talking about football. We personally are cool.
I mean, Jalen is the godfather of AJ Brown's daughter.
Yeah, like they're not thinking of it like that. When he came out, think about it. When he came out in the interview and they asked him a question, he just answered it. He didn't go like he had a problem or nothing. And then, when AJ got back, you know why he put the Joker on his stuff? Because he's like, okay, y'all want to call me a villain? So what? Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? No matter what nobody thinking, he like, fuck y'all. Okay, call me a villain. Wait to the game. Y'all remember? Y'all not analyzing the real thing. They ain't beat the Eagles here since 1965.
Yep.
The last game the Eagles played against them, AJ Brown sunned everybody. Y'all not worried about that? Y'all talking about y'all so on to the this has got to be a problem. No, y'all asked him a question. No matter what I thought, he answered it how he felt. And I don't, and that the way he answered it, I don't think it's a problem with Jalen Hurts. He's just saying the passing game, but you gotta just recognize what you say because people are gonna pick stuff apart. Don't give them no fuel for fire. But you know, it is what it is, and he handling it. Jalen Hurts, he said no. That's what he said. Yo, I ain't never seen Jalen like to. I said no.
Exactly.
Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what do y'all keep asking me for? It's the second time he got a little. Remember the last time he was like, "Why y'all bringing up old stuff?" Talking about the season. So y'all putting fuel for fire. These boys is hungry dogs. That defense, y'all not worried about. They talking about Pickens not playing.
He ain't. He's doubtful.
So you got 3 cornerbacks. They can hold anybody. They can hold number ones. All 3 of them. They can hold number ones. We've seen it. So y'all not worried about that? Y'all think that's going to help this team beat the Eagles? Just off talent alone, this team is this team not even a team last year between coordinators and Saquon Barkley. This is a totally different team and a Zach Bond and a healthy Dean. This is a CJ Gardner. It's a totally different team. Y'all not thinking they're about to break this franchise record. And I said this. I've been watching the Eagles closely since I was 1990. My first star was Cunningham. I was amazed. He was the Eagles. So I was like, oh, who's this guy? The ultimate weapon. It's like the offensive player of the year in 90. Jesus Christ. This could be Cool Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Best Eagle team. I'm talking about they're in the form of a dynasty. The best Eagle team we've seen. Could happen. It could turn out. Look how they're shaped. They're young, right? They're young. And it's starting to fill itself out. We didn't know what was going to happen. You don't never know when young players are going to do what they, come. We was waiting for the Georgia Bulldog. Everybody was. We didn't know. Right. They're here now.
They're here now.
Saquon Barkley. You took a minute for them to even get adjusted with him. They didn't have an identity at first, the first couple of games.
Yep.
They didn't have an identity. They got it. So now you got this young team. Guys got contracts. Your important players got their contracts. This is a dynasty type of build. This is how you build a dynasty. This is how you do it. So with 10 straight games, when they get this 10 straight game, and I believe, remember we were saying 13, I said 13-4, and then wait now. After they came through and started doing the streak from the bye, especially after the Rams, I was like, ooh, if they beat the Ravens, we got something to say. Then I said, if they blow out the Ravens, if they dominate them, Super Bowl, what happened? They sunned the Ravens. You don't do that to the Ravens. They're a physical team. The way they played against the Ravens, teams don't do that to the Ravens. People are worried. Now the 10th straight win. Just think about it. 10th straight win.
Right.
They could break records with Barkley. Barkley could break the scrimmage record by Chris Johnson. He could break the Eric Dixon record, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the young players is going to get better. You got Zach Bond playing like defensive player of the year, right? Quinyon Mitchell could be a defensive rookie of the year. Cooper's not far behind in the voting, on that part.
Yeah.
Like, and then they ain't even now. AJ's averaging 17 points a game. 17 yards per catch, which is crazy. It's ridiculous. Second in the league. That's ridiculous. I just don't like. He's that fast. Like Jesus. He's big. I don't know if that's crazy. But he's not even like people should be worried because when they do start giving the ball, he dominates. Y'all realize AJ is that player? You have to triple team him. He's really that type of player. Like we forget. Like this team, and like I said it before, and you've heard it. This team has not played their best. They haven't. We've seen domination against New Orleans. We've seen 255 yards against St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen backwards split. That's still tripping off that. I'm puzzled by that. What was that? That was crazy. You're seeing almost a 10-game. They're tied for the franchise 10-game winning streak.
Yep.
You saw one catch by Devontae Smith at the end zone. You saw Dallas Goedert win a game for him, 10 catches. Your tight end. You saw your running backs won games for. He's the closer. The running back's the closer. Are we realizing what we're saying? He's the man coming from the line of scrimmage that has to get yards. He has to come from the line of scrimmage. That's hard. Listen, the receiver, you have to throw the ball to him over people. Running back has to, as good as his offensive line, but you're great if you're this good with the good offensive line. You're great if you're almost hitting 2,000 yards, man. You bouncing off people. You making up goals as you go. You catching passes like it's crazy. And then the defense, I'm still puzzled, man. Like how quick they came together because I had questions. I'm like, man, it's crazy. It's crazy right now. So no question, I feel like against this team, against Pittsburgh, that they're a good team. Russell's a good experienced quarterback. But I don't think people realizing how good the Eagles actually are. Like,
they don't want to believe, leader. They don't want to believe.
It's crazy because we analyzed them right. We was patient. We was game by game. It was stuff we all disagreed with. And then now, have you watched this team? Like, did you really? 3 cornerbacks that can guard your number one. That's key. They can run with anybody. They 4-3, 4-4. 40-inch verticals. There's nothing you can do. Darius Slay is the vet. You just won your game last week. Then Isaiah Rodgers is your 4 guy. He's a 4-3 guy. I mean, he has his times. He had his times where he got Puka Nacua. I keep on remembering that one. He was getting on him. Adam Thielen was getting on him. Oh no, Adam Thielen got on Cooper a little bit, but Cooper, he gonna have his time. Is what it is. Thielen's a smart guy, but listen, that's another thing. And that not Minnesota game, that Carolina game. The offense was okay. I mean, but they was that talented. Throw it to Devontae Smith, boom. Throw it to Grant, who Calcaterra, man. We don't talk enough about him. That's another weapon. He's not even called a weapon. He's had productive games, cool cat. So he just had his first touchdown. That was it. We saw his brother on YouTube showing love to him. That was big, man. Saquon Barkley. He's worked hard. Bro. He's been drafted. He waited his turn. He had so many tight ends in front of him, from Jack Stoll to Alberto to everybody. You know what I mean? And he waited his turn, worked hard, and he's here. So I got a lot of respect for dude, man. He's a football player. That's the other weapon. You got 2 tight ends. You got Saquon Barkley's another receiver, and and the thing about Jahan Dotson, he's just watch out. He's slowly when he get his chance, he catch the ball. It's just, what I think Jalen Hurts is trying to do last game.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get people involved. He wasn't trying to not throw it. He was trying to get people. Look at the people he was throwing to. The Calcaterra, Jahan Dotson. He was trying to get targets to Jahan Dotson. He was trying to throw from everywhere to Gainwell. He was trying not to. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to play the game where he was like, okay, let's see if we get other people the ball. Okay, Dallas got it now. Let's see. Look at who he was throwing to. He wasn't trying to make Devontae Smith. Of course, he could have thrown to Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. Yes, he knows that already. Now he's looking at a lower team in Carolina who's tough, who surprised everybody. That's what it was. Listen, he was trying to work on getting other people the ball, and Carolina been playing better than the last 3 weeks than they've been playing all year. And he's like, oh, okay, now it's time to get back. Let's get back in this. Okay, 2024 for Barkley. Let's go. Okay, my bad. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand. Remember, it started out when Carolina was there, right? Then they would score. Then Carolina, then they, okay, let's score. Let's do it. Whoa. Then they coming back trying to get in the game. And then people like, oh, I think everybody miscalculated Carolina. Carolina has gotten better. And for Philadelphia to win that game is bigger than people think. Bigger than people think. They could have, last year, they wouldn't have won that game. They wouldn't have won that game last year. Because that game was, I'm going to say it. It was the Seattle game. Anybody remember the Seattle game? What the hell? New York game was questionable. Everything was, last year you could just tell this isn't, last year was a distraction because the coaches, the coordinators was not on point. I don't care what Brian, you see what Brian Johnson doing. Y'all ain't talking about him now. Y'all need to talk. He's doing a good job, but y'all like, oh, look what Brian doing with Jaden Daniels. Man, he couldn't do it with Jalen. What are you talking about? He learned from the first year and got better his second year. That it happens with coaches. Don't be talking about, oh, he was terrible last year. He was terrible. Clutch calls, everything. So, yeah, and then Sean decided, we couldn't even tackle last year. It's not an Eagle team. So now they're elite. I mean, think about it. We're elite. You know, and then Michael Paul and the Cowboys. You know, no, man.
You did call that. You did. I will concede. You did call that.
Yo, man. I don't know what this is crazy. What that locker room, you know, now that's the locker room we need to be talking about.
Yeah.
What we talking about? Went 11-2 locker room for? What since when we start doing that? When y'all really love these boys, it's some media masses that really love the Cowboys because y'all don't get them the questions y'all give the Eagle players. Y'all don't. Y'all ain't gave Dak them questions. Y'all ask him about how so what do you think about your coach? You don't say, dang, do you think he's making bad plays? Do you think he's doing this? Or what about this play? What do you think about Micah Parsons? They ain't said nothing to Zach about what do you think about Micah Parsons putting his hands in his head and walking off the field and not giving nobody? What do you think about Malik Hooker? But they come to the Eagles at 11-2. 11-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what do you think is the problem with the team? After a win. After a win.
Yeah.
We are officially, you know what? I was thinking about it when we beat San Francisco. You know, they was crying. I ain't never seen the team cry like that. That was crazy. When we beat them, oh, we didn't have our quarterback because we knocked them out. That is part of foot. That is like we don't want to hurt nobody, but that is a plus when the team. This is the defense he played against. He was good against everybody else. Everybody was hitting Brock Purdy. They was hitting him. They were knocking him out, and he was tough. When Hassan Reddick came across him, what to say? Yo, I don't know. But like I said, Michael Parsons, man, I'm counting down. If he don't come to the Eagles, he don't. I'm going to say it again. I just feel like when he was coming to all those games, it kind of makes sense now. Like Micah was, you know, he missed home, right? But it's something in the locker room when you start gravitating toward your hometown at the near end of your contract,
Right?
And it starts trending for other people about you going to Sixers games and hanging with Philly, like it started trending. And of course, somebody gonna say who they want to be with. Like I said, I heard that same thing from Saquon Barkley. But if you don't pay this man, when he say pay this man, and you played it, he liked the CD Lamb post when CD Lamb was not liking. If you don't pay this man, his brother said, just pay that man. He ain't going nowhere. Y'all playing with that man. And soon, how we don't play with nobody. Don't play. He put the money on the table. Howie has made Jalen Hurts the most paid player in the league. He has made A.J. Brown the highest paid receiver of all time. He's made Saquon Barkley at least the second most highest paid running back. Devontae Smith has number one receiver contract.
Right.
Landon Dickerson, the highest paid guard in the league. Jake Elliott is the highest paid kicker in the league. So I'm gonna tell y'all this: if someone is asking for money, they know where to go. They know where to go, man. And I said, Josh Sweat, who's making $10 million, James Bradbury, it's like 3 years, $24 million. Okay, those contracts alone is enough to listen. Let's see what we do with Micah. I'm just saying, like, listen, if they want to come to Philly, Howard's coming. That's one of the things there. I just don't see, and talking about the game, I just don't see nothing going on. I just don't see Pittsburgh having enough. As good as Mike Tomlin is, and I'm saying this is a slam dunk game because this is Pittsburgh. This is Mike Tomlin, okay? But this team is riding high.
Yeah.
It's riding high. I mean, the momentum is crazy, and then you don't really see the last two games. I say was Baltimore and Pittsburgh, and after what they did to Pittsburgh, Russell don't got what Lamar got. Russell's playing good. He's good. I got all the respect for Russell, man. Even when he was had a good year in the last year in Denver. You know, he's won a Super Bowl. He ain't Lamar. We made Lamar look like a stepchild. The only thing I was worried about was if he can get out the pocket, that's gonna be trouble. Like we can't have him run and throw and beat us. We can beat him with the throwing because we got the cornerbacks and we got the pass rushes. But if we allow him when we rush him to get out the pocket and run a lot and really that's gonna be it. I wasn't worried about Derrick Henry because we beating up people. We beating up people. Ain't no running game. Kyrie and Williams was doing some tough running, and we shut him down. He's a tough runner, tough guy for St. Louis, tough guy. The other guy for Washington, what's his name? Running back. Tough guy. Brian Robinson, I think they tough guy. What we do? So I just think I can't wait to play the Lions. You know what? It's naive to say that. I just can't wait to play the Lions. I'm not worried about Minnesota. I think we'll run Sam Darnold in circles. It's just, having Jalen Carter on that team, they don't understand how that really makes us a different type of team. And then having a shutdown corner and Quinyon Mitchell at the cornerback, and then in the back of the safety, you got CJ, the big joker. Right? And then in the middle, you got Zach Bond. But next to him, you got Nakobe Dean. They getting double tackle games every other game together.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 tackle games, 10 plus tackle games. This team is I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like Jalen Hunt is looking good. Like the more he plays, he gonna catch the quarterback. And if you look at Nolan Smith's game, the game, just look at the game when he plays, cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the quarterback every time, even when he don't sack him. They done had to double team him sometimes. He come around that edge. You look at this last game against Carolina. Come around that edge, it's changing the game. Against St. Louis, he come around that edge, he getting to the quarterback. The quarterback got to throw the ball. The quarterback got to go the other way. Eventually, he's going to master that because he's still young, and it's the point where he's going to listen. Jalen Carter, Milton Williams is coming out. Jordan Davis, he really against the Baltimore Ravens. That's what we need him to be, man. He's underrated. He's very underrated. The way he filled them lanes and allowed Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry's not a change pace back. If he's not getting through you on the first boom, it's different. He's not changing direction or stepping back. So when big 6'6", 350 Jordan Davis, who run a 4.7, came there. Whoa, he like, oh, this is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was a good game. It really. I was glad people saw that, and a lot of people was talking about it. But it was just good to see how he played. And Milton Williams had 2 sacks. It's Bryce Huff. I'm wondering about him. I don't know. He's coming
Still
back.
on injury reserve.
Still on reserve.
Yep.
Okay. You know, when he comes back, he'll be a fresh one. Another fresh in the rotation. Him, Hunt, and Smith. It's going to be real good to see how that goes. I just like this defense. And the next game we got is Washington.
After the Steelers is Washington, then me, Simone, and the rest of Eagles Nation, where are Kelly Greens versus the little boys, the Cowboys, and then the final game of the season before the playoffs is New York Football Giants, and then we'll see who we face in the playoffs.
The last game of the season.
Yeah, the Giants is the last game of the season before we go to the playoffs. So it's the Steelers, it's the Commanders at the Commanders' house, it's the Cowboys while wearing the Kelly Green. Me and Simone will be there, and we end with the Giants before we go to the playoffs.
That is different. I'm really tripping off him. He could break the record right there against the Giants, man.
Here's the schedule. Here's the end of the schedule, leader. Pittsburgh coming up this week. Then we go to Washington. Kelly Green game with me, Simone, and Jalen freaking Hurts versus the Cowboys. And we end with the New York Giants. Now, as you can see, it's to be determined because we don't know when we're going to play because number 1 seed, Saturday, Sunday, we don't know. We'll see later that week. But as you can see, Steelers, Commanders, little boys, Giants.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the Eagles right now, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you feel like we could talk about that, improve? What do you think they need to? Because every team, you know, I mean, they're elite. To me, and I had to think long and hard.
For me, I'll give my opinion. I'm like AJ. I'm waiting for the Jalen and AJ show, which is a bomb up the head though to the house. So if there's one thing they gotta fix, I'm with AJ. Passing attack. I didn't mean. I ain't trying to be like passing attack.
That's obvious. I mean, if I'm thinking hard and long and hard about that, I hope that the Jake Elliott thing he fixes.
Yeah, that too. If I gotta choose something outside of passing attack, then I'm with you. It's Jake Elliott.
Yeah, just fix himself because he's automatic. I mean, Jake Elliott just got that contract. I mean, he's been automatic. He's been unbelievable. So I just hope everything gets fixed on that. And yeah. I mean, you know what? We got too good of receivers. You want to see them. You want to see them catch that ball, man. So I think
it's been a while since I said the Jalen and AJ show. The last time that happened was when was the last time that happened? Man, good question. It's been a while.
Good one. Like the Jalen and AJ, because he was here against he did his thing. I mean, like AJ don't perform. His thing is the pass.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt.
And then he came back. I mean, I think versus the Bengals was the last time. I gotta go watch all of them. Was the last time I saw a bomb up the head though. I gotta go back and check. But I think it was probably versus the Bengals. Because it was the Bengals, it was the Browns. It was the Bengals and Browns. I know that, not the Giants. I know it was versus the Jaguars because Saquon and Smitty. I don't know about Dallas. I don't know about the Commanders. So yeah, it's been a minute.
You know why? Because that's how good Barkley been. Listen.
Yep.
And to be real, what do you mean? I'm telling y'all, what Cool Cat talking about is the AJ show. We ain't talking about catching for 100 yards.
In other words, it's not just that. It's basically a bomb up the head, though. Like, a bomb.
Put on a show. Like, he really, like against Pittsburgh.
Like you can't catch him. Like, I'm not
Right.
saying we should be like the Bengals, but what the Bengals are doing, but still run the ball. Basically that, but run the ball as well. Basically like balance.
But we got to understand, like, I think one thing people got to understand, like, this is starting off the season. The team had to, they had to get used to each other.
Right.
Remember, I told you, I was like, yo, after the one game, and not only what I was telling you about that game, about 7 games, was chemistry. They just had to go through it a little bit. You had to be. Barkley is not just the new running back because the Eagles have a 1,000-yard rusher with Swift and Alexander. Every running back they have a 1,000-yard rusher. Okay, Barkley's a different weapon. He's a whole man child. So you have to learn to play with a guy like that. Right. And when stuff started working, they was surprised. Listen, AJ and Devontae usually and the Dallas got to get people in jail. They're not used to this. So now you got to get AJ and them back in the fold into the motion because everybody was used to it. AJ saying, I think he's the best player in the world. I don't think he's just a running back. I think he's the best player in the world, So they all been amazed. But then AJ go out there and then you got 4 for 43. Everybody was used to this. Now people starting to come like, dang, man, can you find some way to get me the ball? Can you get me the ball? You know what Jalen was used to? Jalen playing smart football. I think nobody's realizing how good Jalen's playing. Like he's not doing mistakes. Look at the Carolina game. He had 3 touchdowns, 1 running, 60 yards rushing, and he had 2 touchdowns passing.
Yep.
He didn't make no mistakes. He brought him back in the game. He didn't make no mistakes. Now, the thing was, it was passes he could have made. They could have covered more ground.
Yeah.
Snow, he was trying to throw the other guys, but it was passes he could have made. Could have covered more ground. Could have burnt him. Could have smoked him. Yeah. But he was basically everybody's so used to the Barkley, they're used to the mold that he thought it was okay to be like that. Somebody spoke up. So Jalen gonna fix it. Jalen always makes everybody happy. That's what he does. He's been doing that since Alabama. Why don't y'all go back to when it was a problem and then he fixes? Okay, the Alabama problem. Okay, Jalen got benched after some national championship. You got benched. Tua, who's starting for Miami. Let's put that out there. It's not a quarterback that just set him down. It's nobody. Tua, who's starting for Miami. A guy got a big contract sitting there. Then he goes to Oklahoma. What does he do? He makes everybody happy. He becomes a Heisman Trophy candidate. Rush 4,000 yards, throw for 4,000. Then he comes to Philadelphia. He was talking about being a running back. Remember, they was doing a trick. They was doing trick plays and everything. Talking about him. He wins. He wins the job. And what did he do when they talked about him? When the pressure was on, he better come back and be a better quarterback than that. Is he going to have accuracy? He was nominated for almost an MVP that year. He came back and made everybody happy the hell again. So he's going to do it again. Remember when AJ was talking a bunch of shit last year? Yeah. On the sideline? Mm-hmm. Who started getting the ball? Jalen started throwing him the ball. He had like 100-something catches on the year. Didn't he get a contract? Didn't AJ get a contract?
Yep, all because of this, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like I'm just saying. Like before everybody starts saying what Jalen need to do, we know what Jalen going to do. How about that resume? One of the most winningest quarterbacks. Yeah. Ain't nobody winning like him. Man, it reminds me of when back in the day when McNabb was winning, but it was 2 other quarterbacks over him, though. It was Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. They was only quarterbacks that was winning more than McNabb in that time. Look at Jalen. Nobody's winning but Mahomes. That's the only person winning more than Jalen. Mahomes.
Yeah.
I take up for Nick Sirianni a lot, man. I kept on telling people, I've never seen a winning coach get the type of stuff he get. It's crazy, but you in Philly, man. He's tough. He built for it. He's ready for this shit. The nigga's he's built for this shit, yo. He been staying. Who else would have talked some shit in the crowd when you going through scrutiny anyway? Nick did. He ain't give a damn. I'm me. That's what he say. I'm me. Yeah. And like wins, 11 wins, 11-2. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. This team could actually be. I'm for real, cool. Okay, this team. When it's also, we've seen a lot of teams. We've seen Ray Rose coach teams. We've seen winning FC championships. We've seen Rich Kotite coach teams beat the New Orleans Saints in that playoff game. We seen we seen Bubby Bristol ran teams. Oh Jesus, we're not talking about best team. Then Rodney Peete, 14 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. But we talking about great teams. 2005, 2022, 2017, 1991. Oh my God, that defense. Just the defense. Keith Byers, Keith Jackson, Fred Barnett, Calvin Williams. Anthony Toney was running the ball. Eric Gallo, one of my favorite cornerbacks. Ben Smith was one. Andre Waters, Wes Hopkins. Jesus, I love that defense. Byron Evans, William Thomas, Seth Joyner. I know Seth, if he ever heard, he like, you ain't said my name quick enough. There's a Clyde Simmons had 19 sacks that 1 year. Reggie White. That's who Jalen Carter really like. I know y'all want to say Jerome Brown. And he was so dominant. But the way they got a triple team, Jalen Carter remind me of Reggie White. Jesus, he remind me of Reggie White. They have to triple team this man.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do it that shit. He was a bench player. A bench player? You had to just wait to see how good he really gonna get, man. Like the draft coming up. That's the scary part. Philly could just add on to their team. Like how good they draft. I mean, Jesus, they could just add on. I say get the best pass rusher available. Just load up.
Mm-hmm.
Load up. James Pierce Jr. Let's see. It's a couple of Georgia guys. Jalen Walker, hell of a pass rusher. Hell of a pass rusher. Jesus, man. You know who the sleeper? I know I'm greedy, but if Gainwell gonna walk, GD might slip, man. Tyler Warren's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Warren, tight end from Penn State. Let's get another tight end. Listen. I know Cockatera is good, but man, they can just stack up on their team. They can just. That's the thing about a good elite team that can really draft. Because if Howie wants you, he's just gonna trade up and get you.
Right.
I'm just saying, he's gonna trade up and get you. He was thinking about trading up and getting Carter. He was thinking about Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson was a big part, but Carter just overwhelmed. That was a good chess move. Howie know how to play chess. I ain't never seen it like that. Not like that. Not the general manager. You hear him talk about him.
Right.
They be like, man, Howie just, man. They be on the phone with him. Man, you just
Howie T.
I ain't never seen it like that, Google. I've never seen him get like we had some problems that we need to fix. And
Howie T called out. That's why I call him Howie T. Howie T. Oh, he tees off on these people's head every single time.
Instantly, like we had problems. Instantly, he tried to solve them what he thought was these guys was good enough. Get Swift. He instantly changed everybody. Yep. Everybody. Terrell Evans was gone. Nicholas Moore was gone. Shaquille Leonard wasn't good enough. He tried to go get Shaquille Leonard. Okay, we got him. Okay, he's not good enough. Okay. Kevin Byard. No, he's not good enough. Okay, I'm going to go back and get CJ. Who does that? Who goes get what they want? Then you go get the two best corners in the draft. That shit's crazy, man.
Only Howie Roseman.
It's almost amazing, man. I like sports. I love sports. So I've never seen no general manager. There's only one guy who's close to being it's two of them to being as close as smart as he is. It's Bill Parcells and Jimmy Johnson.
Right.
Them guys go get Bill Walsh. Ooh, Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh. Man, he used to Man, he used to do it, man. Like we just lucky to have Howie, man. We are really lucky to have a guy that can go and throw it all in the bag and start over again on you. Like it wasn't nothing.
Exactly.
Like it wasn't nothing, cool cat. Like, did you realize he traded up for Devontae? Okay. Jordan Davis, okay, he's the best 6'6", 350 guy with a 4.7. Let's go get him.
Right.
Nobody thought that was gonna happen at first, even when he did the combine. Then Devontae Smith, we get the Heisman Trophy winner. Oh, damn! How? Okay. Then we get AJ. What? That was the biggest surprise. What is he doing? What is Howie doing in there? Then the Jalen Carter thing. I'm telling you, that was a talk. That was he wanted to go to Philly. He wanted to come join his boys, and he didn't do nothing. He's I ain't gonna eat nothing. I ain't gonna get in shape. I'm just gonna go to that's a no, and you're gonna go down.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So you did that on purpose. And he made how did Howie make everybody look stupid? How? How do you make him fall to 10? Micah Parsons lost his mind for a reason. You know who that was that just fell to 10? Like, and then at 30.
Carter. Mr. Carter.
That's crazy. Because he was definitely, even though to me, I thought Bijan was the best player in the draft, but Carter was definitely number 2 in my joint. Like, y'all gotta be stupid to let him. But
you should have saw our reaction on Birds Broad Street when we did it, when we went live for
it. Yo.
I was at the link for draft party. Simone, Trigger, and Smitty, and the rest of them was live at their places. We reacted crazy when we got Carter and Nolan Smith. We went nuts.
Nolan. I'm not saying what he was in high school ever again. I'm just gonna say this because I always tell you, but I would talk about Nolan. I said Nolan, if it wasn't for him getting hurt, Nolan would have been in top 5. The same thing, Trayvon Walker, the place he would have been, that'd have been Nolan Smith. He just got hurt. He got hurt, man. He 2 games and then he got hurt for the rest of the season. Right. Nolan Smith.
Hey, hold on. Before I let you continue with Nolan Smith, I think this is Alex. He want to know what your score prediction for the Steelers, and then I'll let you continue on with Nolan.
Man, that's some hard. You know what? I think they're gonna AJ Brown and Hurts is gonna have something. And when you throw to AJ Brown, we talking 30 burgers. I know Barkley does it too, but man, I'm gonna go with 28-17 for the simple fact that the Eagles ain't letting nobody score like that. But 16 points? What did Carolina have? 16?
Yep, it was. Hold on, let me for the. Yep, it was 22-16 for our last game.
They don't let nobody. The defense is not letting nobody get nowhere, and we're not talking about this because it's Carolina. You can't say that no more because they did the same thing to Baltimore. So I mean, yeah, I say I don't want to go too far and go over. Maybe people think I'm going too far by saying 35 or 38 or 40s, but we got that talent. I just want to be a little reasonable. Maybe it won't. Then you got to say Barkley. I mean. Do you think the Steelers are going to stop Saquon? I mean, they didn't stop their last game. Like, come on, man. Like, the Eagles are good like that. So, yeah, I think 28-17 for sure, Alex. Going against Washington. We coming home. This one going to be in Washington, ain't it?
Which one? This upcoming game? Excuse me. Versus the Commanders, it's in Washington.
Yeah, that's the last away game of the season. So, and then we got to go a couple out. We just man. I think.
And then we get the Cowboys and Kelly Green. Me and Simone is going to be there.
Y'all going to be at the game?
Yeah, me and Simone, we going to be there. Me and sis.
They going to be here. Oh,
yep.
My God.
Oh, Kelly! It's a Kelly Green game. And it's against the Cowboys, which means they coming here.
So, who I think they had the big? You know what? Let's play down this schedule. That's fun right there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's the last 4 games, so let me pull it up. The last
come back.
Yeah. So it's Steelers this Sunday. Then we're at Washington. Kelly Green game versus the Cowboys, and then we're at home at the Giants.
So I'm gonna say We could you know when we do Blitz Takes episode, we just come back to what I say the score is because I'm it's the last couple of games. 28-17, I said Pittsburgh against Washington. Man, I'm not impressed by them. We just pounced on them. So I think it's another game where they could go 35-20. Should I give them what they got? Yeah, I'm gonna give them 20 points. I'm just confident in the defense. Now I'm confident, like real talk, like the way they do people. I'm confident. The next game is
here in Philly, Cowboys at the link. Kelly Green, me and Simone is going to be there.
I'm gonna be looking at every one of y'all from Simone Stanley. That pregame before Dallas.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Birds of Broad Street at the link. Me and Simone, we going live. It's already up. I haven't hit live yet because it's in 2 weeks from Sunday. So y'all might want to go on and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street YouTube channel, all of our channels. Me, Simone, One Trey Rock, Smitty, King DV, Leader, Alex, Steve, all of us, man. It's up. We haven't hit live yet because it's 2 weeks from Sunday. Get ready. It's going to be lit. Kelly Green, get ready for it. But go ahead, Leader.
Dominating I love the year when we dominate the NFC East. Like we dominating them.
And think about this, Leader. We got a chance. Well, we have a chance to sweep them little boys.
Yeah. All that stuff they talking. I can't wait. You know what? That's gonna be good. It's gonna be live. Great show. You make sure y'all turn in their Birds on Broad Street podcast.
Yeah.
A lot of they doing their thing. They some of the best, and they're gonna be live. They're gonna be nice. This is gonna be a game. It's gonna be a game.
Trust me,
they gonna be live.
It's gonna be the Atlanta Falcons game times 100, especially with the Cowgirls. Trust
y'all
me.
Gonna want to be there to see Cool Cat, Simone Stanley, and all the nothing but people that know football. No. That's gonna be live. That's gonna be live because they do their thing. When they do their analyst work, they do their thing, man. And that's a Dallas game.
Yeah.
It's Kelly Green.
Kelly Green game here at the link, and it's against the Cowboys.
Everybody, the crowd, the subs is going to be.
There's going to be a lot of Kelly Greens in that stadium. I swear to God.
Yo, God. Yeah, I might come out. We'll see. That's Sunday, so we'll see where I get. Now, I probably won't be. Yo, that's crap. I'm going to definitely be on the, to be down. I'm going to see what it is, man. That's crazy. Because
this is my first ever Kelly Green game because I should have went last year, but I'm going this year.
It's good to have that Kelly Green back, ain't it? Man, it's good to have that Kelly Green back. I mean, it feel like the Eagles back. To see it is almost different because I remember back in the day when that was our regular. It just ain't seen it in a minute, man, and it feel good to see it. Feel like Buddy back again. That feel good, man. But they playing. Remember Cool Kid out. Remember we was talking about the pass rush early in the season before it kicked up. Yeah, we was like, that's not an Eagle team. That's not what we do. Like that's not what we do. We was calling out Bryce Huff. We was calling out everybody. Josh Sweat. We was calling out everybody. And as soon as we did it, soon as Cool Cat, the next week, here come Bryce Huff. The next. Like right after the bye week, man, we needed to get right, and that was they got right, man. I just don't see nobody. Just realistically, on a knowledgeable standpoint, this team that can beat them, no question. But Philadelphia can beat everybody.
Yeah,
it's not like a team that they can't beat. Like when it's that team where you're like, oh man, that's the team I'm worried about. Oh man, that's the team we gotta. It's not like that no more. Philadelphia can beat everybody now.
Everybody.
Like they have, I'm just saying, like they can. You can't say the defense now. Remember the defense, he wanted to see this. They can do everything. They can stop the run. They can cover you.
Yep.
Slot, fourth receiver, tight end, number one receiver. It's like it's no problem for them. Who are you, Jamar Chase? Mike Evans? Who are you? In the loss, we shut down Mike Evans. Quinyon Mitchell shut down 6'5" Mike Evans. Quinyon Mitchell I know Cooper is good. Yes, he's good. He's damn good. Man, he's good as hell. But I think I just want to say this: how good Quinyon Mitchell is fucking him. Like that is what the hell? You can't throw on him.
Yep.
Have you seen like the plays when he's one-on-one with receivers? He's running with you. Cool cat. He's even did stuff where I forgot who it was. He let the receiver run a little bit and caught up with him. He did that a couple of times. Like he'll let you outrun him and he'll catch up with you.
Yep.
And who I compared him to when we got him, I told people. I could have been wrong, but this is who I compared him to. Sauce Gardner. I said, listen, this dude is as good as Sauce Gardner. He got the same cover skills Sauce Gardner got. I think he could be good his first year. I didn't know if he was going to start. Because remember, they said Isaiah Rodgers. I ain't know if Bradbury is going to get, I didn't, but he had to really, for you to get in there like that, and for Cooper DeJean, for them to throw you in there and sit Avonte Maddox down, they had to play good as hell. Because he was hurt. Remember, Cooper was hurt.
Yep.
He just came in there as soon as he got healthy, and they set Avonte down. You know what I mean? Devin White was talking about all the group chats he did, right? He was close with Jalen Hurts, and I was thinking, but Zach Bond had to really play good, like for them to have no choice but to release you.
Right.
This team is you want to have 200 100 tackle guys. Blankenship could get 100 tackles too. My thing is how the sacks gonna go, man. If somebody gonna get 8, it's gonna be Carter. It's gonna 5.5 for Milton, 4.5 for Carter. It's 4.5 for Nolan Smith. Bryce Huff got 2.5. The Kobe got 3. Bond got 3. But I think between this is a fun team to watch. I know they're fun teams. They're young. You ain't got to worry about next year. Well, he's getting old. Oh God, we got to get another guy in a couple of years. Everybody's young. This is a good team. This is the best. That's why I say it's the best. Because think of any Eagle team. Even when McNabb came around, I just don't. No team ready in every position like they've ever been. Locked up with contracts, and they playing at their highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you got some guys that are not even there yet, but they under contract or ain't even got a contract yet. We talking about them played 2 years. Carter, this is his second year. He ain't got to worry about a contract yet. Like, this is when you're an Eagle fan where you should enjoy football.
Damn right.
This is it. This is it. You got everything you could. Running quarterback, throw the ball. 2 number 1 receivers. You got the most exciting player in football. Fuck this running back. I'm talking about his precision. This is crazy. We talking about who should be MVP. This is utterly ridiculous. Like, if you're watching football, he's the most exciting player on your TV. He's gravitating the media toward football. Like, we ain't had that in Philadelphia, man. Even when we had Jalen Hurts being the MVP candidate, which we do have 2 MVP candidates. And to be real, we got 3 because AJ Brown didn't get looked at for MVP candidate last year. I know what we did. I know what we fell out to. But at 10-1, AJ Brown broke records last year and didn't even get looked at for as an MVP candidate. That man should have. If we wouldn't have fell off and that skid, it could have been possible that AJ Brown, because remember it was Tyreek Hill. Everybody was talking about MVP candidates. AJ was right there. So I think one thing I want to say on this about this. Oh, yeah, let me go to I went to Washington. Let me do the scores. I'm sorry, y'all. Washington, like I said, I say 33-20.
And next Dallas. I know.
I'm gonna be unfair, yo. I think we beat them. We beat them with 34, 34-6, right?
Yep.
I don't see nothing. They got the same players they had before.
Yep. So basically, same thing, right? Same thing.
Yeah, I think 40. I think 40. Cooper Rush.
40-6.
Yeah, let's just go there, man.
Yep.
I just
And
don't think
finally,
if they're making block kicks like that against the Eagles.
yeah. Yep.
Oh
And
no,
finally, the Giants.
I think that's you know what I'm a gamble. I'm gonna throw something out there. You
Uh-huh.
call it too much or not, but I think Barkley. I'm gonna say this: if it happened or not, I think he has a 200-yard game. I think he has another 200-yard game this season, and I think he does it against the Giants. I think this time he ain't coming back. He can't coming out because he could have. Anybody know he could have had like 3 200-yard games this year. Seriously, he could have had 3 200-yard games. He didn't go back in against the Giants. He went crazy against Jacksonville. Damn, he done had some games this year. But I think the score would be 37. Well, they got Tommy DeVito.
Yeah. Yep. Tommy DeVito.
9.
Yeah.
I'm being real. Where are we going to be at the end of the season as a team, and where are we going to be at against Dallas? If we beat Dallas at our point of a surge in the stretch, and we're at the last 2 games of the season, we're at our best point. Are they really going to score unless we sitting people down?
Exactly.
Like if they put people down, I'm gonna say this: Philly could win. There's only one game they sit people down. Maybe New York. They're not going.
Yeah.
They're going to want to punish Dallas. It's going to be personal. It's going to be personal. New York, if they sit people down, what? So 14 to 28. I don't. No, this team is different, man. What do they do? If they sit everybody down, then I guess it'd be a 28 to 20 game. Maybe it'd be close if they don't want to play nobody. They want to put Kenny Pickett in there, put Gainwell, put Johnny Wilson and John Hine Dotson. That's if they do that. But I think Philly gonna want to run the table. They're not gonna want to sit nobody down. It's gonna be personal. Y'all been talking shit about Sirianni. Y'all been talking shit about the quarterback. Y'all been eating it. They gonna want to run the table. They're gonna want to run the table and be 15-2.
Right.
15-2. I'm not. This is how confident I am in Philly. This is how Philly made me confident in them. I think they can win the rest of their games. I'm with it now. I'm not 13-4. They just have to be proven. They have to lose to prove to me they can lose. They at that point as a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no question, man. No question. I'm there with it, man. And
Yep. And with that, let's go ahead. You got any final thoughts? Because
yeah, we man, thanks for talking to y'all, man. Also, always follow Cool Cat on Twitter. Follow me, Leader Johnson on Twitter. Watch the Birds on Broad Street. Anything on Hardcore Sports Network, man. Follow Leader Sports. I got Villanova Radio coming. I got a talk with Eric Phoenix, the HBCU Player of the Year. Got some talks with him. I got some high level sports talk, man. Just trying to work hard, man. VU Sports, watch a lot of my stuff on there. Leader Sports, Leader Johnson. I write for VU Sports, Villanova Sports. NFL Draft Diamonds. I got a lot of people that declared for the draft. I got articles coming out. NFL Draft Diamonds, man. The relaunch of High Level Sports is coming real soon. Talking to a couple business people to get a lot of people involved with it. Just about to do a lot of different things, man. Just working sports, man. Doing sports, and man, Philadelphia is at its winning time. Sixers are looking. Y'all starting to win, man. Y'all. I see y'all starting to climb. 4 out of the last 5.
yeah.
Let's do it, man. We starting the year because it was looking. Look at Cool Cat. Cool Cat, yo. I know, man. Yo, I just knew, but I knew with the injuries, it was going to be a little roll before they got back, and they, MB got to come back and play with George. George just got here. They ain't had their own court. You know what I mean? So everything gonna be all right. I'm telling y'all, Sixers fans, everything gonna be all right. Just let it work itself out. We're gonna see. Let the game go. After the All-Star break, talk to me.
Yeah.
A week after the All-Star break, talk to me.
Exactly.
And tell me what the record is. All right, that's it.
Yep.
A week after the All-Star break, talk to me. Tell me what the record is. All right.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
So for Leader and your boy, I know y'all tired. Y'all want to get some sleep. We all got work tomorrow or today.
Yep.
Yep. So let's get some sleep. Fly, Eagles, fly, go Birds, and go to bed.
Bird.
All of you, go to bed.